So as you saw in the previous video, I got the Bassani 2-in-1 Superbike pipe on here with help from V-Twin Revolution, seen the Master Tech at Speedway Harley Davidson. Without him, I wouldn't have got this pipe on here. I just came back from Speedway Harley Davidson. I borrowed a couple tools from him to tighten down and switch out some of the bolts that are on here. And my tuner came in. So we're gonna talk about that today. So right now, I am riding the bike without a tune, which I do not suggest when you do a high flow air filter as well as a 2-in-1 full exhaust system. Like, if you're gonna upgrade both of those things, you don't want to be riding without a tune, because it's going to change your fuel to air ratio mixture stuff and make the bike either run lean or rich, which in a long-term setting could damage some things because it'll make the bike get hotter. So I'm happy the tuner came in today. So hopefully we'll get to see a difference from how it feels without the tune versus how it's going to feel once I put the tune on here. Don't you bring yourself out here. So I did notice a little bit of increase in performance, not much, just a tad bit of increase in performance, but I heard I'll notice a big difference once I throw this tune on here. And the tuner I went with is the Powervision 4, because it's the easiest to tune your bike with. If I want to get a tune from someone else, they can just automatically send it right to the tuner, and I can flash my ECU and I don't have to leave the tuner on the motorcycle. So I'm hoping this tuner does it for me. I'm just going to build it up and buy a tune. Hopefully it's some good tunes that come with it, but we shall see. We're almost to the house, so once we get there, I will show you the install of the actual tuner. This is something that's going to be a lot easier than the struggle I had with the exhaust system, because that wasn't working for me. But luckily, Scene was able to get it on here.
All right, so we got the Powervision 4 right here. This is my first time actually using the Powervision 4 on Harley. I think I have the Vance and Hines fuel pack or something like that. But let's go ahead and get it opened. All right, so we got this little package. Get started now. Scan for instructions. So no instructions physically come with the unit. All you get is this little piece and whatever that is. Let's see what else is in this box. Just some foam and another cord to hook to the actual bike. So let's scan for directions. Okay, so we got this pulled up. Looks like I got to enter my email address. It says stay in the know when you sign up for email and text. Sure, accept and close. Powervision, select type, motorcycle, year. I got a 2006 Harley Davidson FXDI Superglide. I don't know what this is. This is not directions. So to get the manual is really stupid. I just downloaded it though. All right, so now I got the Dynovision Powervision 4 in a book format on iBooks. Let's check it out. Thank you for purchasing the Powervision 4 from Dynojet Research, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to download the Powervision 4 app. As you can see here, downloading now. Then I'm gonna open it up. Looks like I have to create an account. So that was confusing. I finally got into the Dynojet here. Plug the Powervision device into your vehicle. Let's look at instructions. It does not even show my model. It has touring models of 2002, but Dyna models is just showing 2012. But it says this thing fits. So let's try to figure it out ourselves. All right, so we got the parts. Sit it there on the seat. Let's get this side cover off. There we go, got the side cover off. One of these is gonna be the port that I'm gonna need to plug that into. And I believe it's this one. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the port. They look similar. All right, let me get this cap off. All right, as you can see, same type of prongs. So let me plug this in first. You heard that click, it actually fit. And then I'm literally winging it at this point. You plug this into here. Let me do that. All right, so we're plugged up. I'm gonna let it rest here on the seat. All right, so as you can see, we are here with the Dynojet. It says plug it in and turn your vehicle on and press scan. So let's try that. So I plugged the unit on. We're getting a green blinky light. So now I am going to hit scan. Allow to use Bluetooth. I'm thinking this is mine because there's only one Dynojet in here. Firmware update required. Let's update the firmware. And as you can see, there is a blue and red light currently on there. And the firmware is updating. Okay, so not sure if you can see, the light started blinking. It says the firmware was updated successfully. So at this point, we are going to hit continue. Bear, shut up! So now I'm going to hit scan. That is my device right there. Communication attempting ECU, showing at the top. So it looks like the trouble I was having is I didn't have the ignition in the run position. As soon as I put it in the run position, everything popped up. Yes. It's got my VIN number, all the information about the bike right there. So now we are going to jump into tunes. And we have to pick a tune. I have a 2006 Dyna 88. That's the stock improved. This one right here is a 2-in-1 full exhaust and a high flow intake. They've also got a 2-in-2 full exhaust and a high flow intake. So they've only got 3 tunes on here. I'm going to go with the 2-in-1 full exhaust high flow intake tune. So we're downloading the tune now. Okay. So we're in here now. This is the 2-in-1 full exhaust high flow intake, and flash the tune. So it looks like I got to read the ECU first. Yes, read the ECU. Now it's downloading the file from the PV4. Tap upload to save your ECU stock calibration to your account, which I definitely want to do. Stock calibration uploaded. Press continue. All right. So now we're going to jump into the tune I selected. And we're going to flash tune. Battery must be fully charged or connected to a charger. Do not tamper with the vehicle during this process. So let me put it on a tender. The ECU has been flashed. So now we can disconnect the Powervision and ride to your heart's content.
And I'm gonna give y'all my initial impressions on what I noticed about the bike. So the throttle response is definitely smoother. I feel like it's got a little bit more torque, a little bit more horsepower. I can't state how much because I didn't dyno the bike before this upgrade, and I'm not dynoing it after. Maybe one day if they had those little dyno shootouts that come up where you can throw your bike on the dyno and see what kind of horsepower you're getting, I might do that. Or after I do some more performance upgrades. Oh yeah, there's definitely not as much decel pop when you roll off the throttle, which I actually like decel pop. I think it sounds kind of cool, pop, 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 pop. But I know that means your bike is either running lean or too rich, and it's not good for the motor. It still has a little bit of decel pop, but nowhere near what it had before the tune. I feel like the tuner was extremely easy to use. It just took a little bit of time, and make sure you read your directions if you do get that type of tuner, because there's a step I had forgot to do, which made it take a little bit longer and kind of almost threw me into temper tantrum mode. The Vance and Hines that was on here previously definitely was a lot louder. It was way louder. It was like almost sounding like straight pipes. But this one has more of that deeper, throaty, I'd say almost like muscle car type of sound. Like it sounds like they fine-tuned the sound of this exhaust a lot differently than Vance and Hines does with like their short shots or their slip-ons or anything like that. But I do love the sound of it, and I'm in love with the look of it. I do have some disappointments with the Bassani exhaust though, which I'll do a full review. I'm giving them time to try to fix the situation, but the fitment on this exhaust is not ideal. Let's see, the light's about to change so I could try to show you real quick. Not supposed to get off the bike, but if you look right there, that screw tends to back out. And the reason for that is because the exhaust is fitting on here way too tight. I don't know if y'all saw the install video, go check that out. It didn't just line up perfectly and fit. So I reached out to Bassani, sent them the YouTube video as well as some pictures and some other videos. They said they're going to get the information over to their R&D department and get back with me. I haven't heard back from them as of yet, and that's the part of where I'm a little bit disappointed, because I feel like when you pay over $1,000 for an exhaust, I mean, don't get me wrong, the finish on the exhaust is on point. It has a really good finish, really good sound, craftsmanship, the look of it, everything's perfect. But sometimes when you got those handmade exhausts, you do run into fitment issues. But I feel like with me being a customer, someone who's really going to promote the brand if I love it, because y'all know I promote everything that I put on my bike if I like it. I thought they would take care of me, and not just for those reasons. I feel like they should take care of me quickly because I'm a customer, and I come from that background of providing the best quality customer service. I look at it as put yourself into that individual's shoes, and you want that person to be happy, so that way they spend more money with you. They tell the next person, oh, I had a great experience with this, blah 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 blah, I think you should get it. They're gonna take care of you. The impressions I got from the situation is it's not that important to them, and they're gonna get back to me when they get back to me. Now, if that's the case or not, I don't know, but we shall see. I definitely will keep y'all updated on that. But that's where my disappointment lies right now, as far as the fitment isn't right, and I'm hoping it doesn't mess up my bike. If I still had my Vance and Hines, I would have threw those back on the bike, but I sold those because I bought this exhaust. I sold them before I even installed this all the way. It's a little disappointing, but hopefully they take care of me, and I'll definitely keep y'all updated on that when I do a full review of the exhaust in a future video. But let me know, what do y'all think about the way the exhaust looks and sounds? You can hear it while I'm riding a little bit here. I'll do a full sound clip in the full review video that I'm gonna drop at a little later date. But as far as the Powervision 4, I definitely can recommend that. I've been doing a lot of research on it from Fueling and a bunch of other companies. All of them love that as far as how easy it is to tune it. And since I'm buying my future tune from Fueling, I'm happy that they like that tuner, so it's going to work out great for me. But if anyone else has had fitment issues with Bassani, comment down below and let me know. And let me know, what'd you do to resolve it? Did they take care of you, or did you just figure it out and run with it the way it is? I'm hoping I don't end up stuck just running with it like this, because that fitment is stupid tight right now. It may loosen up over time after a couple heat cycles, but I'm just not comfortable with the way it fits, especially if it keeps backing the screw out. That's not a good thing. Overall, I'm loving the way the bike's coming along. Still a few more upgrades to do. It has almost reached full Dyna Bro status. I just got to get my 13-inch shocks, which that's another issue, which I'll talk to y'all about in another video when I do the full review on this exhaust. But the 13-inch shocks will not fit this bike right now with the way this exhaust mount is. So that has me a little bit disappointed as well. But it sounds good. It definitely sounds good. I did have a little bit of regret because I've been watching a whole lot, I mean an excessive amount of videos on Sawicki exhaust, noticing that you gain like 8 horsepower immediately just from putting the Sawicki on your bike. Sawicki's also like 40 minutes from me, their factory, like 40 minutes from me here in North Carolina. That was the original exhaust I was gonna go with on this bike. The only thing that strayed me away from that is with this exhaust system, I didn't really want springs holding my muffler to the head pipes, because I noticed that on some other bikes, when there's springs, they're not clamped on tight, and sometimes you get like, I don't know what it is, back exhaust, or like coming out of where they connect, you'll see like little dirt, and it gets dirty from time to time from exhaust spraying back out of there, or gas or fuel or whatever. I don't know what it is, condensation coming back out, and I didn't want that. And I don't really like the look of springs. If they had a head pipe that was one solid piece with a muffler that clamped on, I would have had Sawicki all day long. But you never know what the future may hold. There may end up being a Sawicki on my bike. because I like to be able to promote all the products and companies that I put on my motorcycles. And if I don't have a great experience with Bassani, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to have to save up and look for a different exhaust, so that way I can promote that company. So only time will tell. So one bit of advice I'll give you before I go here today is, do not let anyone stray your thoughts on what you want to do to your motorcycle. Go with your gut. And that's kind of what didn't happen in this situation, because otherwise I would have a Sawicki exhaust on my bike right now, because that's what I originally was going to go with. But I let Jake from the dealership talk me into Bassani, because he is a die-hard Bassani fan. He loves Bassani. He has it on his bike. He has the Greg Lutzka, and he made valid points to me about why the Bassani would be better. And I researched it, and you know, I got brainwashed and felt like it's true. But when it comes to the big dogs, you know, Bassani, Sawicki, Vance and Hines, Thunderheaders, all of those, when it comes to them, they're all going to be kind of comparable. At that point, it's oranges to oranges, apples to apples. You're basically picking your style. Some of them may give you a little bit more horsepower than another, but in the end, go with your gut. Get what you want on your bike, because you're the one spending all the money and you're the one got to live with it. I love Jake to death. He has one badass motorcycle. Hopefully I can feature it on the channel here. But I should have went with my Sawicki. I feel like I wouldn't be feeling the way I'm feeling right now, like disappointed in my purchase. I do love the sound. I love the look. I love the finish. I'm not knocking Bassani, because I've seen it go on a ton of motorcycles. They are a great company, a great exhaust. I love them, but it just so happens I got one that didn't fit right, and it's not making me the happiest right now. But hopefully they take care of me. But I'll let y'all know that in another video. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment down below. I'm about to turn the music up in my helmet and just cruise and enjoy this ride, because it's a beautiful day out here. Hope y'all got out to ride too. Make sure that you check out the website. I got some new shirts on there. Throwing my shameless plug here all the way at the end, so I ain't bugging y'all in the beginning of the video. I got the Dyna Ryda shirt. If you're on a Dyna, you gotta have on a Dyna Ryda shirt. I got the No Weak shit, and I got a couple more shirts up there, as well as my logo branded back shirt. And there's some more shirts gonna be dropping here real soon. So support the channel, grab your shirt, and I shall see y'all in the next one. Love y'all.